Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be breaking down how I slayed the Spire with the Silent on my no unlocks run. Let's get into it. Usually start out with the pathing. I usually try to take on elites frequently for relics. That's my typical strategy. Relics provide those bonuses that can make or break a run, so I definitely want a few in my arsenal. Making sure I take my time before the first elite so I can get some card rewards, and in those rewards hopefully beef up my damage output, in particular for Gremlin Knob, although extra damage is useful against all the other elites as well. So my first card reward was Predator, which does more damage than 2 strikes for the same cost and draws additional cards next turn. This accomplishes several things for us, including when we draw it, it gives us damage without having to rely on other cards in our hand. So the rest of your hand can brick. As long as you have this, you have damage. It helps with elites. It definitely helped with elites in our run. Taking my time and reviewing the deck for every choice to see what synergy there is between the next choice and what our current deck build is was crucial. Frequently gauging how much damage I can do by which point, because the elites put you on a timer, so there's a certain time where the fight becomes unwinnable if you're not able to do enough damage. I took Prepared as it's an investment on what the deck will want to do as Silent, and is a 0 cost draw 1 discard 1, which Silent wants to discard things, so I took that. We did have an Adrenaline early on from a card choice, which was huge and helped during this run. The momentum it gave to end fights earlier cannot be touted enough. Sentries ended up giving us Preserved Insect as a relic, which is the foundation of the whole run. While it did not do anything immediately, it did give us a better chance to get relics from elites and make those fights a lot easier for us to win, and therefore get those rewards and apply them and keep stacking them up. I chose Dash to have a good block plus damage card. Our deck needed some block at this point. In our first shop, I pick up Gremlin Horn, as it's incredible being able to gain energy and a card draw with each enemy defeated. This prolongs your turn and helps us end the fight sooner, and we used it several times. Upgraded Footwork, which helps stay alive and not take too much damage. Hexaghost ended up giving us Black Star, which is the synergy with Preserved Insect that makes this run great and a winner. Again, it's sort of like an investment, like Preserved Insect, but one that pays off for us. Dagger Throw is the choice after because it's better damage than Strike, while also leaning into Silence toolkit of discarding plus drawing. We get Enkahedron. Apologies if I said that wrong. Which gives us a free power at the start of combat. A free power card play is huge. Crippling Cloud played a huge part in the three Slavers elite fight, making their damage output more bearable, and we were able to take less damage in that fight because of that. It also adds some damage that is helpful. Shuriken and Centennial Puzzle as relic rewards due to Black Star was huge here. It provides our Silent with some way to scale damage over time, and Puzzle enables us to be able to manipulate damage to draw cards, again leaning into Silent's toolkit. Then we get Tactician from it, which synergizes with the decisions we made before to give us extra energy. I make sure to upgrade it right away to make it more potent. We got a question card mid-Act 2, which allows us to have better card picks. By introducing another card to choose from, we had a better chance at rares or cards that synergize with our current deck and relic setup. I made the decision to upgrade strikes and defense since we haven't been removing any thus far, and therefore it makes all those cards stronger and less of dead weight. In the next elite fight, the card choices we made previous came into play, where we could draw and discard to get more energy. Then, we end up getting Phantasmal Killer, a super strong card that gives us double damage on the next turn. From the boss of Act 2, we got Hovering Kite combined with Tools of the Trade, which is a crazy good synergy to enable 4 energy. From that point, we're just using all the tools up to this point to win the run. We are strong enough with everything to win. Everything else that we got after this point is just a bonus, and the way for us to have lost the run would have been to add too much fluff to the deck. I'm going to leave up this final fight against Donu and Deka if you want to see the whole deck in action along with our relics. If you want to see the whole run, I'll make sure to link it. That wraps up the recap of my winning silent run with no unlocks. Thanks to everyone in the community. I appreciate all the support. Bye.